Hi Grace, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson yesterday. So I watched you hit a couple and the ball flight was a little bit too low with the 5 wood and the driver and things. So we needed to get the flight up, and there's a few tops in the bag. And this is the reason why. If we look at your swing on the left there, we can see as you take it away, your top half of your body is not quite getting to the right for me. So your spine angle really should be a bit more like this lady here on the right. So if we look at hers, we get to the top of her swing, and if I draw a line, you'll see her spine is at that angle, where yours is a bit more this way. Okay, and I gave you an analogy of throwing a golf ball or tennis ball. You know, if you pick it up to throw it, you would lean to the right to try and feel like you launch it as far as possible. Because you've gone that way, Grace, when you start down, you're going to see that everything is moving this way. Okay, now we always want the legs to move that way, but not really the top half quite as early. So when you are coming to hit the ball, you're a little bit too on top of it. So if I get rid of all these lines, everything's a little bit too sort of stacked and on top. So you're really just sort of pushing the ball into the ground rather than lifting it up. Where this lady here on the right, because she's loaded up nicely, she's going to stay behind it with her top half, and you can see now when she makes contact, if I draw another line, her spine is still on that sort of axis. So to fix that, Grace, really easy. All I did was put you on an upslope. We hit one shot straight away, flushed it, double the height, probably about 20 yards further. You just need to feel that you're swinging, you know, a bit more on an upslope, and that's just going to get the ball a bit more airborne, strike it a lot better, and stay behind it a bit more, Grace. Second of all, I want you to do that swing with everything, but when you've got a pitching wedge or sandwich in your hands, I want your stance to get a little bit narrower, okay? And also I want you to keep ball position in the middle of the stance, but I really want you to feel that 70% of your weight is on this forward leg, so your left leg, 70%, okay? And you're not allowed to transfer it, Grace, so I want to keep it on that left side, so you pivot around that left leg and then come down to hit it. So, and that's how we got some of these divots here, down here. So work on that for me. So full swing, let's work on an upslope. Let's get that top half of the body sort of leaning this way. Pitch and sand, let's keep the weight on the left leg and pivot around that for me, Grace. And you was hitting some beautiful shots.